Hey, welcome back to Crystal's Tarot, or welcome if you're new. Um, so I was just gonna put a little message. I've done all of your readings for this month for some of your signs, depending on how many of your viewings you've had. You've gotten bonus readings. So make sure you're checking out the readings for your sign to get your bonus reading, to get extra bonus readings. This is a little message. I don't know for whose sign this is going to resonate for. This isn't necessarily plan specific. So take this as this resonates. Don't force the messages. You have the Seven of Wands with the Emperor card. I feel like you're having to stand your ground and fight through your boundaries, fight for your boundaries. You have the Hermit as the bottom of the deck. So I felt like in order to do this, you might have been able to like go on an internal journey to be able to establish what your boundaries are and to understand like basically what you're willing to deal with, what you're not, like how you're wanting to be treated, how you're not. I feel like it took a long time for you to get to this point. And I feel like now that you're there, you might be a little bit sensitive when people do cross those boundaries. But I felt like it's better than like allowing people to walk over your boundaries, right? So this journey that you went through, you know more about yourself, you know more what you stand for, you know what you want to deal with, what you don't. I felt like you learned a lot of harsh truths about yourself, about your environment, the people in your environment. Then with the Seven of Wands and the Emperor here, I felt like this learning that you've done, this new, like, I feel like for some of you it might be new, but for some of you it might like you've been doing this, but it's kind of in and out, where you're kind of like you're harsh on, not necessarily harsh, but you're firm about your boundaries. You're firm when people cross them. I feel like for some of you it's very you're not very nice when people do cross them. It's 0 to 100 very quickly for some of you. For others of you, I felt like you might have like took a long time to figure out what your boundaries are, and now I felt like you might be oversensitive. Like basically, if somebody's looking at you, and they're just looking at you, you might be like, why are you looking at me for? When they're just like maybe they were looking past you or staring at something behind you, or like it for everybody it's different. But there's this energy of there's this. I felt like for some of you, you've reestablished what your boundaries are, or you've redefined what they are, you've learned what they are. And that was a hard journey to come to. And now you're having to stand in your power. You have a pre-message here of the Three of Wands, the Page of Swords, and the Three of Cups. There's something that you've been waiting for. There's something, some sort of knowledge you've been wanting to receive, or some sort of communication you've been wanting to receive. I feel like there's going to be some sort of celebration. Maybe for some of you, the fact that you have boundaries now, it allows whatever you've been wanting to finally come in. So take that as it resonates. Don't force the messages. But I think it's good to have boundaries. Whatever sign you are, make sure that you understand your boundaries, know your boundaries, and stick by them. Sometimes you might need to adjust them, and that's cool, but make sure, like, for the most part, like if you're felt to do something, do what you are inspired to do. Sorry. You have the Hierophant, the Ace of Cups, and some other things. The Three of Wands again, and the Four of Swords. So you might have been waiting for this like higher level of commitment for some of you. I felt like you've been waiting for some sort of healing, or somebody's been waiting for you to heal. I heard destiny. I don't know why. I don't know how that's for. Obviously, your destiny is going to be like, I felt like there's certain things, lessons that you were supposed to learn. I feel like you've been learning them. And I felt like maybe you're going to be like approaching your destiny. There was like pieces, like I'm seeing that like puzzle, like when you know how like there's certain locks and everything has to spin into the right order and the perfect thing, and then like that when that clicks perfectly, then the next thing like spins and that clicks perfectly. The next one, there's like multiple levels to this lock, right? But what like some levels that might have been harder than others. It took longer than others, but I felt like you're getting close to that final locking point, whatever that is, like unlocking your destiny, maybe unlocking the, I don't know, some sort of key to something. I don't know. You've been waiting for something. Maybe for some of you, you've healed or you're in the process of healing and you're waiting for it to be finished so you can be like re-inspired. You're trying to create something, whatever this is that you're trying to create, you're manifesting it. You've been waiting for it, but it involves you to heal. There's a higher level of awareness or commitment in regards to something that you have this emotional. I heard impact, but like it's for you, it's like a feeling, right? I don't know. For some of you, you have the ability to impact certain things, places, people, things, emotions, whatever it is for you, whatever it is for you. But you have the ability to impact more than you think. Okay. So for whoever this is for, if you're having to like learn your boundaries and like stand by your boundaries, I'm going to post some advice from you for spirit. And then I'm going to end this. Take this as this resonates. You have the Two of Cups. So you're having to walk away from something, or you should walk away from something because it's no longer emotionally satisfying for you or fulfilling for you. I feel like for those of you that you have to keep on telling somebody what your boundaries are, then maybe you just like get tired of having to tell them, right? You want, like, you have the Page of Wands at the bottom of the deck. I feel like there's something that you're passionate about. You want to move forward towards something, or you want to be passionate about something again. I feel like for some of you, like it's this energy of like you've been on your own, right? You went through this internal journey by yourself. You've been by yourself. You've had to stick up for yourself by yourself, whatever it is, and like stick up for your boundaries, know your boundaries, and like really defend what you're wanting to do, how you're wanting to go about things. Like you're firmly having to stick by your yeses and nos. I feel like people are trying to sway you or aren't really like. You're having to hold people accountable for sticking with your boundaries, sticking whatever that's for you. Like you said something, somebody didn't take you serious, and now you're like, there's the consequences, the repercussions. There's something about you're wanting to be passionate again. You're wanting to feel passion. And I feel like this people, whatever this is, you have to keep on reaffirming or re-declaring, whatever. Yeah, like somebody, hold on, you guys, let me show you. Fucking shit. Oh, that was cool. Okay, for some of you, take this as this resonates. I don't know. So my little Kainite, right? I don't know if you've been watching my videos, how long you've been watching them, or which videos you watch, but I've been dropping this for a while. And I keep getting worried that this little part right here, the little top part, is going to break off. But it doesn't like, and then right now when it fell, there's like another little ledge down here. And like when it falls, it should just fall like straight down, right? But it didn't. It fell on the top of that other little ledge. So for some of you, take this as this resonates. Obviously, this isn't for everybody. But there's something that like, if you just let it go, right? Like let this go. Things, let the chips fall where they may. Like, it's not going to work. It's not going to be as bad as you think. It's going to work out a lot better. Like, because like things are like, you don't control anything, right? And by you like letting go of trying to control anything, it's going to allow spirit to do what spirit needs to do. I feel like there's something like you want to have passion about something, but you're being resistant towards like really owning your authority. For some of you, you're resisting something within yourself too. But what I was going to show you. Okay. You see right here how he's like walking away, right? And all these little mountains behind him. Those are mountains he's going to have to like climb at some point, right? For some of you, like it's a journey, like you have a path to choose, right? You could go this way or you could go this way. There's a million different options to choose. Life is about options, and you're constantly surrounded by options. Even right now, you might feel like you're restricted, but you're not technically right now. Even though you have obligations, even though you might like uphold your stuff, anybody at any given moment, they could just say, F this, I'm tired with this, and just go walk to the desert, right? Walk away from the community, walk away from like the public, walk away from everything, and just go be by themselves, right? Go on this internal journey, be by themselves. And this guy, he's at the top of these mountains right here. He's like went to the top of these mountains right here, and he's now up there with himself thinking about it, right? All the mountains are, but like he's at the top of the mountain now, looking down at all the crap of all the things, like things he's experienced, things he's endured, where he's made error, where he's made sacrifice, where other people has, like, all of it, right? Not just like his pros, but also his cons. He's looking at all of it, everything. There's this energy of like whoever's needing to stand in their power, and who's like having to like fight for it. You need to like know when's enough. Like if you've told them and you've told them and they told them and told them and they don't listen and they don't care, then it is what it is. You can't keep on telling them. And there's something within you that you're wanting to have passion. You're wanting to be excited. You're wanting to feel encouraged and motivated and have forward movement. But something keeps on delaying you. Something keeps on causing you, motherfucker. Take this as this resonates. Some of you, it keeps going back and forth, right? Where you went up to the top of the mountain, right? But then you find yourself down in the bullshit again, circling back and having to go back up to the mountain again, right? Like you went up, you came down, then you're like, it's same bullshit, it's same whatever. You gave somebody another chance or whatever it is for you. And now you have to go back up to the mountain. And you're looking back at that now. I feel like you didn't used to see it before, but now you're starting to notice, like, how many times am I going to repeat? How many times am I going to repeat this cycle? There's something where a cycle keeps repeating, and it's like, WTF, like why? And how long am I going to keep doing that? And there's something about you have to stand in your authority and your power and know what's right with you, and integrity. I heard integrity. So there's something about you guys having integrity, like you going back and forth like this, like you, and then there's temperance. There's something about you have to balance your emotions, right? You cannot fully give somebody your emotions, the ability to own you, control you. Like once you know what your boundaries are, nobody should be able to sway those, right? Like you should be defensive about them. You should continue to be defensive. But at the same time, you shouldn't keep on being defensive of the same person. Why are they there if you keep on having to be defensive of the same person? And it might be like, I don't know, somebody keeps crossing your boundaries, but there's something in regards to you're wanting to have passion and forward movement. You're willing to let something go because you want passion and forward movement, but you have to heal. You have to heal and balance within yourself, right? You have the temperance here. This is internal. And then whatever this is, the 5 of Swords. So this is like you, I feel like you kind of give yourself, not yourself, you give this other person the benefit of the doubt, and you give yourself excuses to give them the benefit of the doubt for whatever reason. But I felt like there's something within you, you're processing that information now, and it's starting to be healed. And I feel like that's why you're defensive, right? For some of you, this person that keeps crossing your boundaries, for some of you, I feel like you've gone through this cycle before with them. For some of you haven't, but most of you have. Like this is a repeating thing. You keep on like, I came down from the mountain. I learned my boundaries. I know I'm firm in my beliefs now. I went through that struggle. You pissed me off and I went through that struggle. Now I learned my lesson. And here you are, like coming back into the situation, the community, whatever this is for you. And then bam, whatever happens again, I feel like it's very subtle. For some of you, it's subtle at first and then it like leads up. But it's BS, right? Ultimately, it's BS where somebody doesn't know your boundaries. They don't care about your boundaries. They walk all over them. You have to fight for yourself through yourself. I don't know. There's some sort of like, you have to defend yourself and your boundaries, your like respects. Put some respect on my name, right? But you're tired of it. There's a lot of arguing. Like you're like looking back at how many times you've done this and how many times are you going to continue to do this? You're passionate about having forward movement. You're passionate about healing. You're passionate about owning your authority right here. This, like, you know now, like, I felt like before this person might have like, if it's a person or if it's a job, for some of you, it's like the job's like, oh, come back. I need you to fill this position or whatever. And then you go back and it's still shitty, right? And like, oh, we fixed it. Things are better. And then you go back and it's better for a day or two, but then it's shitty again, right? It's the same shit. And you're looking back at it as like, I'm going to quit giving them the benefit of the doubts. Like the facts are the truth. The facts are the facts. The truth is the truth, right? And there's something you need to heal that you're not allowing yourself to see at some point in time. Like you're refusing some sort of energy, some sort of information. And that's holding you trapped in this stupid cycle of like, but ultimately though, at the end of the day, whatever sign you are, it really doesn't matter. You, whoever you are, you're going to learn your lesson, right? You're going to get balance. Bam, promise you. But this is like, you have to do this work, right? This is you. This is your mission. It's an internal journey. It's solo mission. But you care enough. You know enough about this isn't okay. Like, I'm not okay with this. You think enough about this to heal this energy and look at it finally, because you're passionate about it. You're passionate about yourself. And you're going to have that healing. You're going to have that balance. So there's something within you, within your emotions and your how you behave, how you express your emotions, how you stand in your power, and are still like compassionate and sensitive. There's a balance within that. You're not going to be walked on. You're not going to be ran over, but you're not going to be an asshole either. There's going to be balance. But this long journey to get to your little crown back there, for you to know yourself, for you to stand in your power, it's a long journey, right? And understand it, expect it, right? Be compassionate with yourself. Be kind to yourself. Have balance. Don't force your way. Don't force the messages. Don't force your opinion. Don't force your energy. Don't force relationships. Don't force anything. Go with the flow. Go with the flow. Let go and just go with the flow. Whatever's supposed to happen is going to happen. You don't have to force it. You don't have to question it. You don't have to corner it. You don't have to do nothing. Just go with the flow. Don't resist. Unless, of course, somebody's trying to stand on your boundaries, walk over your boundaries. Then, of course, resist for sure. But this healing, this like forward movement, some people might have to walk away. Some people might have to, you might have to walk away from them. Whatever this is for you, you need to have healing, right? In regards to your thoughts, in regards to your environment. There's no longer arguing in the environment. There's no longer you doubting yourself or stressing yourself about what you're thinking or how you're feeling or whatever. You like, it is what it is. Your truth is your truth. And I feel like you're able to see that now. You're recognizing your truth. Okay, so let's get Spirit's advice for whoever this is for. Spirit's advice for this reader, this watcher, this viewer, my viewers. Thank you. I appreciate you being on here. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. If you feel like this is going to be helpful for somebody, please share. All right. Spirit's advice. We're going to have one more shuffle. Thank you. We're going to look at these. You have the Star card. Expect healing. Heal your thoughts, heal your energy. There's something about your thinking that needs to have an upgrade, right? Expect the best. Prepare for the worst, like they say, but expect the best. And wherever you're seeing those areas that are hangups for you in that, cut the cord if you need to. Whatever you need to have this balance within your environment and your emotions, you need to do that. And you need to trust. Everything, every direction you receive along the way that tells you to do something, follow that and do it. But not the things that are out of fear, just the things that you'll know the difference. You should know the difference between your higher self and your fear and your ego. They're different. There's going to be days of all of that. There's gonna life is about the ebony and flow, right? Just like how you inhale, you have to exhale. Nothing stays the way it is. Everything moves. Everything. Inhale and exhale. No breath that you have is going to be the same. Everything changes. Understand and be kind to yourself and be patient with yourself. However you're feeling, whatever you're feeling, don't fight yourself. This energy, for some of you, you need to fight to understand yourself and love yourself and know yourself and respect yourself. Other people, I feel like for some of you, regardless of your sign, I'm not reading for signs right now. This is air signs, fire signs, earth signs, water signs, whatever sign you are, it does not matter. This is energy we're reading for today. If you want to see signs, check out the live readings, and you can read your signs. But whatever this energy is, this talks about like having to know yourself, having to fight for yourself, to know yourself, fight other people. Like some people might have said like, you're a liar, you're never going to be nothing, you can never do nothing, you're never worth nothing, whatever, you're not lovable, whatever somebody spoke over you is not true. You have to fight against that. Whatever you did that you weren't proud of, fight against that. You have the ability to change, right? You don't have to keep doing things that you did. If you're not happy, you're not proud, you don't have to keep doing that. You have the ability at any moment to change, and you could do anything you want to. Spirit is always there to give you a new chance, a new opportunity, forgiveness, love, compassion, mercy. You just have to ask for it. You have to be open for it, and you have to believe that you are entitled to it, right? You have to believe that you can. There's an energy about you having to fight other people for who you are, to stand in your power. You have to fight yourself. There's a lot of fighting for you. And I know it was hard. I know you're still probably doing this. You can do it. Don't give up. You're worth it. Keep fighting for yourself. Keep fighting for yourself. Keep fighting for yourself. Nobody's going to fight for you like you. Nobody knows you like you. And that's what I'm saying. Like if somebody told you you can't, they don't know. If you want to, you can. Your mind is a powerful thing. Anything that you think about, you could bring about. You're a powerful creator. But you have given your power away. A lot of us have given our power away. So our power is not as strong as it was. We're working with like a quarter of a battery instead of a full battery, right? We gave other people our energy. So now our battery is a little bit dim, but that's okay. Charge that shit. However you charge your battery. I like to talk to spirit. I like to go for walks in nature. I like to hang out with my crystals. I have a bunch of crystals. I like to meditate sometimes. Sometimes I like to do nothing. I like to watch YouTube. I like to do a lot of things. But there was a time where I didn't know what I liked. But you need to know who you are and be proud of who you are. Nobody's perfect, but everybody's perfect in their own way. Nobody is 100% the person that they are wanting to be. And hopefully till the moment you die, you're progressing, you're getting better, you're improving. That's what life's about. So you're not supposed to be perfect right now. You're as perfect as you can be, and that makes you perfect. We're all imperfectly perfect. But as long as you're following your intuition, as long as you're trying for the best, as long as you're like sticking forward, and like as long as you show up the best you can in each of those moments, even when it's hard, even when you don't want to, even when you're like, fuck, I don't want to get out of bed today. But you get up and you show up. And you show up with a good attitude, expecting the best, treating people well, right? Doing what you would want to be done to you. Those are the things that are worth fighting for. And the more you do that, the less you have to fight for it. The more you do it, the more it is just naturally in your existence. The more you clean out that mental energy, the more that your external experience will be reflected too. Like you have to heal internally, mentally, emotionally, before you can have different things in your external environment. And even when you get those things, it's always a work in progress. You still have to life is always going to be challenging, right? You're always going to have somebody who thinks you can't, that you don't deserve it, that you haven't earned it, you haven't worked hard enough for it. There's always going to be something. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being here. I can't talk. But there's always something where you're always going to be challenged, right? Whether it's your finances, your relationships, your work, your environment, nature, there's always something challenging you. So you just have to understand it's not here to destroy you. It's not here to take from you. It's here to build you, to grow you, to show you how strong you are, to show that you can do it, to make you believe in yourself more than the environment doubts you around you. You can do this. You're amazing. You're strong. You're able. Okay, let's get back into the messages. So the next advice is the Page of Cups. You need to be loving and you need to be kind towards yourself, especially, right? You need to be like nurturing. You need to love yourself. Like there's enough people that get joy or think that they feel better by making other people feel crappy, or by like trying to feel power over something, or like whatever this is. There's weird energy everywhere, right? But what you focus on, you bring about. What you think about, you bring about. And the energy that you focus on, that's what is created in your environment. So if you think about how shitty people are, then you're going to have more shitty people in your environment. But if you can look and be like, okay, that person, I see where they showed compassion to that person. I see where they were nice to that person. And you focus on that instead of the jackass that keeps cutting everybody off and like how people don't know how to drive. Focus on the good, right? Like what you search for, you will find. I promise you. It's in the Bible too, for those of you who believe in that. I believe in elements of it. I don't believe in everything. Like, I have my own thing, and everybody is supposed to. I believe in all paths to God. Everybody is different. We're supposed to be. We help each other have different perspectives, different point of views, different ways of thinking. And if you're able to like appreciate that and like learn something from other people's perspectives instead of feeling threatened by it or jealous of it, then you could grow. You could grow a lot, and you could go farther than what you thought you could. But you have to be open to learning and to progressing. Like, even if you're 100 years old, there's still more to know. There's still more to learn. Always, 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 always. We only use like 1 or 3%. Like, I don't know what it is. It's a little percentage. It's a little percentage. So imagine what you could do if you really like opened up your brain, opened up your options, opened up your perspective a little bit. Like, life is amazing and it's beautiful and it's what you make it. Life is what you make it. There's something you need to know. There's something you need to realize. There's something that you need to heal. This healing that you're in the process of, it's like you're going to be happy that you did it. Like, even for some of you, once you heal, you're going to be happy for like for me, I'm going to tell you a little bit about me. I did not grow up with parents, pretty much. I was kicked out when I was 11, and I pretty much raised myself. It was very hard. Right now, I have a decent relationship with my mom. I don't talk to my dad. But there was a moment in my life, long story short, there was a moment in my life where I was like, that's fucked up. Like, it's not fair, it's not fair. But now I'm happy that I went through the challenges I went through. I wouldn't be who I am right now without those challenges. Like, had I had the happy home and all that shit, I would be one of them spoiled kids feeling entitled. And I'm not happy with that. I wouldn't want to be that. So I'm happy with my challenges. I'm happy with my weaknesses. I'm happy with my struggles, because that made me stronger. It made me able to do things that I wouldn't be able to do. I wouldn't have that strength within me had I been given everything. Like, you can look at it and feel like, oh, like sad and disappointed, because it is fucked up. It's not fair. But at the same time, if you just focus on it's fucked up and it's not fair, you stay there. And I'm not going to stay there. I'm strong. I'm better than that. I'm able. And I'm able more than I am. Sorry. I'm able to now. I'm able to, because I wasn't then. I don't know if that makes sense. For those of you who've had that experiences, you'll know if you've healed that area. Like, the things that were meant to defeat you, if you can just look at them in a different way and value that lesson and look at it different instead of being hurt by it, there's a strengthness that will come from it. There's a lesson in there. There's something beautiful and amazing that will evolve from that. So keep it moving. Hair of it. You need to be committed to yourself or something. There's something you need to learn better, or like I was saying just right now, right? Looking at things from a different perspective, knowing it from a different point, seeing it from a different advantage point and perspective. Like, there's something that once you can see it clearly, once you can see it from a different perspective, this different advantage point, you're going to be healed. You're going to be like, I don't know. This healing is going to is greatly impacted by you seeing things from a different perspective and knowing things on a different level. Take that as that resonates. I don't know how to say it further. Hold on. I do. Your perspective is hugely going to impact your outcome. And the time that it takes to heal through this and get through this and get the reward that you're entitled to from all the crap, right? The way I look at it is, and call me crazy, I don't care. Like, you're paying debts, right? There's this energy of like pros and cons, right? Like zeros and ones. That's the sequence of the freaking planet, right? Ones and zeros. Zero is nothing, negative energy. One is positive energy or something's there, right? So if it's that simple and if it's that basic, and you can like do the math and look at it, if you go from like looking at it as like it was shitty, right? It was the worst experience. It had no benefit to me at all. And then that's a 0. And you could turn it into, I learned something from that. I progressed from that. You've learned something on a higher level from that. You've changed that energy around, and you've learned something, right? You've manipulated that energy. You've manipulated that energy. There. You need to manipulate the energy, basically. Like, stop looking at it as it defeated you. Stop hurting. You're gonna hurt. It's normal, and you're entitled to that. But it's like going to the gym, right? If you go to the gym, it's gonna hurt. But then after that hurts, it's gonna like you built that muscle that like it hurts at first, but it feels better and it starts to feel good. There's something about that. That was a weird analogy. I'm sorry. I don't even go to the gym, guys. I have a couple times. I know how that feeling, it hurts and it feels better, but I don't go to the gym. And you need to be compassionate towards yourself. You need to be kind to yourself. You need to like follow your intuition. Be truthful. Speak your truth and expect truth from other people. There's abundance coming in for you. This is the so I was reading the cards because they were coming out, but I wasn't shuffling to get the cards. This is the first card that came out when I shuffled the way that I usually do. And with it being the 10 of Pentacles, I feel like you're coming into abundance. You're coming into joy. You're coming into healing, restoration, like a new way of living. And then you have the Emperor right here. Yes. You're standing in your power. You're going to heal. You're going to stand in your power. I'm super excited. I'm very proud of you. Keep going forward. Believe that you can and know that you can. I believe in you. You should believe in yourself. All right. Love you. Appreciate you. Be kind to yourself and to others. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And I'm very proud of you. Good job for standing in your power. You've earned it, and defend it. You've earned it. And don't keep on recycling those lessons. You've learned them. You've gotten your diploma. So move on. Move on from the stage. Bye.